Taurus, welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the harsh truths are that you need to hear from your spiritual team. Any information that you may be looking for will be listed in the description box, as well as try to include it in the comment section. And thank you also for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to see future readings, make sure you hit that notification bell. But let's get into it. Taurus, what's the harsh truth they need to hear right now going into the month of August? And know that the purpose of this reading isn't necessarily to be harsh at all. If anything, this is either going to give you confirmation for things that you already know, but maybe needing that outside voice to be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I do need to do that. Or B, give you this epiphany. For some of you, it could be an epiphany as to things that maybe you didn't realize that you may need to address or fix within your situation. So take this reading in that context, okay? But first card we have here, Taurus, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is actually your energy, okay? This would actually be for Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy as a whole. But the harsh truth is, it's time for you guys to put yourself at the forefront. Are you having certain individuals around you who are users, whether that's energy-wise, financially, okay, emotionally? There's a need for you to have proper boundaries between you and other people who take your kindness for a weakness or as an advantage for them in some sense. Also with the Queen of Pentacles, being mindful of timing or how time is on your side. Okay, also taking the time out to nurse yourself back to health if you're out of it. Okay, the harsh truth is you just ignoring certain health issues you could have going on could lead to more health issues down the line. So if you're noticing anything that's like severely off, pay attention to that. Also, if you're realizing that maybe someone is not that trustworthy, ask yourself the question of where exactly is that suspicion coming from, to verify to see if it's more so coming from like a place of having like actual reasons to question whether or not someone's trustworthy or not, or if it's based off of just past experiences and more so a projection thing. Let's keep going. I have the Strength card. So there could be a Leo of significance, but with the Strength card, this overall speaks to the ego. Okay, the harsh truth is you could be in a relationship with someone who could have a huge ego, or dealing with someone who has a huge ego and they may need to genuinely work on themselves. Or on a personal level, if you're letting your ego, your pride get the best of you, this is not the time. Okay, this is also a reminder to calm the inner beast within you. There could be certain things that trigger you in this time frame to either react or want to say certain things, do certain things that just may not, in the grand scheme of things, be the best thing for you. Okay, and if you're also dealing with somebody who could be verbally abusive or physically abusive, and it becomes too much of a situation where you have to hope and pray this person is going to hold back, then you need to set some clear boundaries in between you and this person. Now, I also have the Nine of Swords. So another harsh truth here, Taurus. There's a need for you to not let anxiousness, worry be the root of your decisions during this time frame, okay? If there's anything that you're planning on doing that may be risky in some degree or just may not make sense, okay, or you have to worry about how things could necessarily go wrong because maybe it's not really the best situation, because this anxiety, this is feeling like it's more so connected to something that you can't really see how it's going to turn out. So if this is like entertaining an F-boy or having a marriage that's going through a process of divorce, or you being anxious about getting a new job and whether or not you actually got the position, Spirit is saying, don't let anxiety keep you up. Don't let anxiety also be the root of your decisions during this time frame. Also, pay attention to your dreams, the things that you're thinking, not in a way where it's like giving it light, but paying attention to it and observing it, especially if it's more so negative or anxious thoughts. I always tell you guys to go into a space of observing them, to see where your mind is at and what's in your subconscious, what's replaying. Because certain thoughts, they will keep repeating, and most likely it's because it's rearing its head out of the subconscious mind. Now we also have the Three of Swords. So another piece of advice here, or not piece of advice, another harsh truth, Taurus, there's no need to focus on what has not worked out. There's a reason for why a relationship didn't work out. There's a reason for why a business opportunity didn't necessarily pan out the way that you wanted it to, because Spirit has something better. Know that whenever things don't work out, it's because Spirit knows that if you were to go down the line with that said opportunity, person, thing, it may have led you to a path that may have been completely out of alignment with yourself, or may have been way more devastating than you could have even imagined. So rejection or things not working out is sometimes the best protection for us, okay? The next card is gonna be the Five of Pentacles. So another harsh truth when it comes to finances, how money is being managed during this time frame. This is making sure you're not just spending, or any financial burdens that could just be too overwhelming. At some point, you do have to be honest with yourself and maybe make some sacrifices in terms of like cutting out certain expenses or things that could be eating at your finances as a whole. Okay, also, if you've been just having like this issue with experiencing the type of abundance that you want to experience financially, this is needing to shake a lack mindset, a belief that you're not going to be able to make the money that you want to make. Okay, also, if you have any financial crutches as of right now, like a credit card or a friend who helps out with money, Spirit is saying you can't keep depending on that financial crutch. All right, we also have the Tower here. So Taurus, another harsh truth, any crazy events or realizations that you may have had as of recently have been so that you can remove yourself from any situation that is completely out of alignment with you, okay? Whenever the Tower comes up, this is a moment of being alert to what is not working and why it's not working, or why the foundation of a relationship, a job, a friendship just may not be built on the strongest foundation. And it could come through a shock. So any shocks that you guys have recently had about a person or within a situation itself, let that be enough. Let that be enough, because there could be even more Tower moments that manifest from something that Spirit is trying to warn you about. Also have the Seven of Wands here, Leo. So protecting your energy. Okay, the harsh truth is you need to be diligent in protecting your energy if you don't want to be feeling out of it, if you don't want to be like going through the same things over and over and over again. You're gonna have to put certain boundaries in place. And with the Seven of Wands, the harsh truth is the obstacles, challenges you could have been experiencing could have been due to the fact that there's things that you just may have not been addressing or seeing about your situation. And like I said, certain things that you may have needed to energetically block out of your life that maybe you didn't. Now, last card, Taurus, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the harsh truth is within a relationship, some of you could be having to do the bulk of the work, unfortunately, because you could be dealing with somebody who still may need to get some things sorted out within themselves personally. Okay, if you're like the breadwinner in your relationship, the harsh truth may be that everything is going to just naturally kind of fall on you, unfortunately. And for some of you, you could be better off by yourself. You could be in a relationship with someone. You could be connected to someone who just may not have what it takes to build a healthy relationship with. And for a lot of you, you could be, like I said, better off on your own. But these are just some of the messages that I'm seeing. I hope that this did give you some insight with your situation, Taurus. If you enjoyed, thumbs it up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.